Hi, my tarot lovelies, it's Ethony, and today I want to share with you how I believe the tarot cards work and why they have this air of mysticism and why so many people are drawn to them and they have so much success with them. Before I jump in, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, take 5 seconds to hit that subscribe button and maybe even give this little video thumbs up, as it really helps my channel. Let's dive in to the age-old question of how do tarot cards work. I'm sure if you have been a tarot reader for any amount of time, you have heard people ask you questions like, are they magical portals? Do they summon things that are going to give you bad luck? Are they secret Illuminati symbols that have been passed down from generation to generation? Are they cursed? Honestly, I think I've heard absolutely everything. And the answer to those questions are no, no, and no. On a physical level, tarot cards are printed cardstock. That is it. They are not imbued in the core with some horrible sulfur or something like that. They are literally printed cardstock, but it's what you can access with those images, symbols, numbers, titles that gives you so much more. I also want to preface my explanations and the way that I explore the tarot and how it works with the fact that if you ask any other tarot reader, they are probably going to share with you something different, as every tarot reader works with the cards in a different way. So just because I think the tarot works this way doesn't mean everyone does so as well. The tarot is a tool, and like any tool, it only is as good as the person wielding it. If you have a skilled practitioner or a skilled tarot reader, you are probably going to get a lot out of your reading. That's not to say that beginners don't have the ability to access the information, but just like any tool, the more you use it, the more proficient you will become. The other thing about tools is that you have to have your intention behind it. You can use tools for all sorts of things. Let's take a hammer, for example. You can use a hammer to hammer in nails, or you can use it to smash vases. It's the same tool. It's the intention behind what you're doing with the tool. Some people use the tarot for readings, for self-exploration, for all the things that tarot can do on a spiritual, psychological healing level. Some people use them as a game, and some people like the aesthetic of the art. It really is up to the user. You will find that most people will come to the tarot with a question. They are stepping into the role of the seeker. They are coming to know information. And that is a wonderful thing, first of all, to step into a space being open to new information. Most tarot readers will have the cards shuffled. Maybe someone's energy will go into it if you are in person. And they will choose a tarot spread that will help the reading along. I like to think as the three main elements of a tarot reading as my navigator, map, and key trio. The tarot cards are the keys, the tarot spread is the map, and the tarot reader is the navigator. A good navigator or tarot reader will help you get across rocky terrain. They will help you see things clearer, and they will help guide you through the safest path. But a good navigator also allows you to be at the helm of your own ship. If you will take that little journey with me, you still have to be the one making the decisions, pulling the wheel, going one way or another. The navigator is just there to show you what path lies ahead, and then the choice is ultimately up to you. The map, or the tarot spread, allows you to see pivotal points that may be really important for you to look at. They could be waypoints that you need to stop at and maybe get treasures or bits of information. They can tell you where danger lies or where you need to seek that you haven't thought of before. The tarot spread, being the map, allows you to get from where you are to where you want to be in steps that break it down and give you the most information. Now, not everybody uses tarot spreads, and that's completely fine. They are personal preference, but I have been working for a long time with the tarot, and I have to tell you, I prefer to use a tarot spread, especially when working with clients. It allows for a container. It gives you somewhere to start and somewhere to finish. Having open readings can be beautiful, and I've done plenty of them. But when I'm working with a client who needs a question answered, I will always use a tarot spread. The keys, or the tarot cards, are what you discover on the journey itself. As you stop on those important parts of the map, or you consider lost treasure, you are given information, building blocks, so that you can make better decisions navigating your way forward. Each key will give you information for you to reflect on your choices, your beliefs, your perspectives, the people in your life, the actions and reactions. The more information you can get from these keys, the more you can decipher and answer your own questions. You can get as little information from these keys or the tarot cards as you want, or you can go extremely deep, because there are a lot of other symbols and systems that are a part of the tarot. So now that we have these three elements, the navigator, the map, and the keys, how does the tarot actually give us that information? How do these cards actually become more valuable than just printed cardstock? One of the ways the tarot gives you information or unlocks information, as it is a key, is through symbols being universally known and a part of universal language. Now, a universal language is something that most people will recognize as a reference to something else. And that is despite of where they are, what time they are in as well. Symbols will do this often, and they can be anything. They can be sigils, they can be animals, facial expressions, hand gestures, colors, objects both found in nature and man-made. Depending on the tarot deck that you choose to work with or use, you will find that most of them are rich in symbols. It's one of the reasons why I myself like to use tarot cards that have a lot of information for me to access. Those symbols will unlock intuitive information. They may mean something very special to your querent or your client, and they mean something across the board. Symbols have a way to connect us all. Let's take the Three of Swords, for example. We can see that the Three of Swords has a heart pierced with swords. No matter who you are or where you are, if you show that card to somebody, they are going to get the idea of heartache and pain and suffering. It could be the person interprets it physically or emotionally, but that image is powerful and transcends people's locations. Similarly, if you may look at a tarot card with a tool in it, you understand that those tools need to be used. If tools just sit down, they do nothing. But if you apply experience and action to those tools, you get work done and matter produced. Those things are across the board, and they mean something to everyone who looks at them. What's amazing about symbols being a universal language is that we see them in the cards and we can apply them to our own lives, depending on how we interact with those symbols in our daily lives. It's a wonderful book of reference. Another way that the tarot gives us information is through archetypal knowledge. One definition of an archetype is a pattern that connects us all, no matter where we are in time or place. Many people know that Carl Jung created the concept of archetypes, even though they were in existence well before he was even born. For example, in mythology, no matter where you are around the world, there are usually gods and goddesses connected to many archetypes: the mother, the father, the teacher, war, gods of war or goddesses of war, goddesses of love, goddesses of communication or gods of communication. These archetypes link us all. The hero, the maiden, those sorts of things connect to everybody, no matter where we are in the world and what time we are on this planet. The tarot, especially the major arcana, is full of archetypes. Most tarot readers know at least one, the Fool's Journey, which shows the evolution of a spirit all the way from the Fool to the world. There are, of course, other archetypes that are represented in the other cards as well, the other 56 cards that can be explored. And each one of those archetypes, depending on how we interact with them, where we are on our own journey, is going to give you really good information. These connecting themes allow us to see ourselves, our journey, our progress, our trials, our tribulations, and our successes in the cards. It allows us to solve problems and see possibilities we may never have considered when we pick up a deck of cards. The next way that the tarot cards give us information is by accessing our higher self. Many people use the tarot to access their higher consciousness, their higher self, their higher vision, their spirit guides, or their inner compass, no matter what you call it. The tarot cards give you a way to get out of your own head, to put aside the busy hustle and bustle of everyday life, to breathe, connect with yourself, and listen to your own instincts, to connect to the inner wisdom you have inside yourself. Not only is this a way to allow your intuitive thoughts or your feelings a way to express themselves through archetypes and symbols and using our clairs or getting messages from the meanings in the cards, it's also a wonderful way to quiet that analytical mind when you have a tool in your hands. If we can give the busy mind something to do, it allows the other side of ourselves, the quieter side of ourselves, time to come out and, have a little bit of a voice. And usually that's the whisper we need to hear. And the next way that the cards give us information is by allowing us to get out of our own heads. This is one that I find to be immensely powerful and very impactful. Some of us go over things in our heads over and over and over again. We worry ourselves silly. We play out conversations. We worry what's going to happen in the future. And a lot of times when we do that, we create more confusion than getting any clarity. Add to this own tumble dry system that we can get into our own heads about, but then we have information coming at us from every which way. We have friends and family who mean well but are going to give us their 2 cents as well. That just adds more pressure. When you give yourself the gift of using the tarot to access the symbols, the archetypes, and your own higher self, and you lay them in front of you, you're giving yourself something really important: perspective. You can step outside of your own head and see the bigger picture, because sometimes we get stuck on a small detail, or we miss a detail completely that changes everything. And the tarot can give you the opportunity to see that plain as day right in front of you. Being able to see steps forward, or what you need to heal in order to move forward, or what fear is holding you back, or what you need to embrace more, is so empowering. Those are my most important elements in how the tarot cards actually work. No matter if you agree with some of what I said, or if you use the tarot in a completely different way. You are the most important element in a reading. How you interact with everything the tarot brings to you, and how you interact with the world around you and make your choices, is the most important thing for sure. No matter what, I've always said that the tarot should empower you to make choices. It should never be something that you give your power away to or make choices for you. I hope this video has given you something to consider the next time you pick up a pack of tarot cards or when you see your next tarot reader. Did I miss something on how tarot cards work, or is there something that you would like me to consider when it comes to the wisdom of the tarot? Now, of course, I didn't mention the other systems inside the tarot because I feel like that is a completely different video itself, but do know I understand that there are things like the Kabbalah, numerology, color, astrology, and all that stuff in the tarot as well. But if you go back, all of those are linked to symbols, archetypes, etc. Let me know in the comments below if you want to add anything to this video, and I'll see you soon.